One of the common ways that professional services organizations struggle is that handoff between their sales team and the services team. So one thing that you can do to automate that process to make that a little bit smoother for your clients is to integrate your project management system, which is really where the services team lives, with your CRM, which is where sales operates. ClickUp is a tool that Aptitude 8 uses. It's a really common project management software, and it's got a very robust HubSpot integration. They just announced that they were going to totally revamp the integration. So there's now a ton of new features that make it really easy for you to accelerate your onboarding process to just like ease that transition between sales and service. So if we look at the integration page, if you're already using ClickUp and HubSpot, you can install the app and that will allow you to connect them. Looking at some of the features, you can see there's actually a two-way sync, which we're going to show off in a minute. You can use the ClickUp HubSpot integration within HubSpot in order to automate the onboarding process, that handoff from sales to service. So what I'm looking at here is a workflow that I've created. The enrollment trigger is just a deal hits closed one. As soon as sales closes the deal, you want to not waste any time. You want to start that onboarding process. The next step is to create a task in ClickUp. And actually, if we go here, you can see all of the actions that are possible with ClickUp. You can create a brand new space. You can create a folder or list all the way down to a single task. And what you want to do here really depends on how you have your ClickUp organized. In the example that I'm going to use, we've got a folder for each client. So when a deal is closed, we need to create a new folder. We need to create a new list within that folder for onboarding, and then create a series of tasks to initiate that onboarding. So if we go back to here, you can see that in this create a task action, you can actually do all of those things. You don't need to have separate actions for creating a space or creating a folder, because this allows you to either select an existing space or to create a new space. So it's consolidated down into a single action in your workflow. It's really clean that way, and it works really well. You can also pull in deal tokens in order to name these different things. So you can see here, we've got our folder name to the same as the deal name. This does not allow you to select properties from contacts or companies that are associated with the deal. So you want to make sure that any information that you want to transfer into a ClickUp task, it needs to exist on the deal. If it exists on the company record, you need to copy it over at some point prior to this workflow kicking off. So in this case, we are creating a new folder, which is the client name. We're going to create a new list called onboarding. And then within the list, we're going to have a description that pulls from this deal description. And then I've got a template built out in ClickUp called Schedule Kickoff Template, and we're going to name that task Schedule Company Name Kickoff. That company name is a property on the deal record that we've created. So once a deal closes, it'll create something like this. We've got this test client 1. That's the folder that it created. There's an onboarding list. And then within that list, there are 3 tasks. There's Schedule Kickoff, get access to client tools, share access to client ClickUp view. The other aspect of the HubSpot ClickUp integration that's going to be useful is actually automation within ClickUp. So if you go to this automate button here and hit add automation, you can see this is ClickUp's automation builder. Typically, this just uses ClickUp actions to change other things within ClickUp. But over here, you can see we've got an integration section. If we click on HubSpot, there are several different actions you can do here. I'm just going to hit this custom automation with a ClickUp trigger. So you can have this trigger when basically anything happens in ClickUp. If let's just go status changes from active to closed, then we're going to do something in HubSpot. And there's a lot of different things you can do. You can create companies, contacts, deals, tickets, even line items or products. You can update all of those different items. There's a bunch of different things you can change. So basically, if you want to keep a ClickUp task and something within HubSpot aligned in terms of data, or just to update something in HubSpot when an action occurs in ClickUp, you can set it up that way. This is just a really easy way to get your primary service software, which is your project management software, and your CRM, where your sales and marketing teams operate, to talk to one another and keep that stuff aligned so that those teams can be aligned and collaborating with the same information, the same data.